Hey there guys, Gutslove here. With Nintendo releasing new information on Sun and Moon during this weekend of E3, I originally wanted to do this list, record it and everything like I usually do, but since Nintendo and Korokoro are releasing more information on Sun and Moon, which includes the new Pokemon that are gonna appear in the Pokedex, I've decided to do this quickly because I don't have any choice. I don't know if my choices for the possible Pokemon of Sun and Moon are going to be revealed in the next following days or in the few months. I have no idea. I can't risk it, so instead of the usual top 10 list, I have to do this, recorded via audio and, hopefully I might not get carried away with my choices because some of them do enter into mythology territory, but most of them are based on real animals. Ever since Gen 1, we only had one evolutionary line of crab-like Pokemon, Kingler and Krabby, and I would not consider the lobster Pokemon as a crab, even though they might be technically cousins, I don't know. We obviously, after so many generations, we need another, and I think the Yeti Crab would be a curious type of Pokemon. It has very long forelegs that hold the pincers. What catches my eye of this crab is how it has this kind of fluff around its pincers, like hair. With that fluff, I instantly think of it being like half ice type. It could be part ice, but still being incredibly weak against steel. Kind of like a Maura. I think it would better benefit, water, half ice. Why do I think it could be an ice type? It's because a lot of ice type Pokemon that we have during, these last generations, most of them have this thick fur that helps them withstand the cold temperatures, like Cupchew and his evolutionary line. That's a good example. For the Yeti Crab, it could be cool to have it, have the hammer arm attack to counter some other types, rock type Pokemon and maybe other water types. For this category, I think it would be cool to add either one of these two birds. And yes, this is a tie, and they're both birds. It would be the Silky bird and the Pitou, or Pitou, or however you call it. These birds really look ridiculous, and I must have them. The Silkies are these big fluff balls that can go toe-to-toe with Furfurrow, and come on, look at them. They look very interesting, and it will be cool to see them in this, Alola region. But even though it isn't really like a part of the Hawaiian ecosystem, dude, look at the new koala Pokemon. Koalas are only from freaking Australia, and they're in Hawaii, so I can only dream. While the other creature would be the Pitou or Pitou or however you call it. That bird is just too funny looking. I mean, look at it. Even the sound of this thing makes it just beautiful. It's freaking majestic. After 6 freaking generations and we do not have a dolphin Pokemon, not even a narwhal. Seriously, what is going on, Game Freak? I mean, yes, we got buttloads of fish and whale Pokemon, some sharks and maybe a piranha or two, I don't know, but we never got a dolphin or a narwhal type Pokemon. It's really odd. These are some of the easiest creatures to draw inspiration from. Hell, narwhals are freaking Pokemon because hey, they're basically the unicorns of the sea. But no one in Game Freak seems to take that into consideration, so Game Freak, I'm already giving you ideas. Chop chop, I need a narwhal since 3 generations ago. I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna go straight to my Latino roots and ask for these two creatures to be part of the Alola region Pokedex. Straight to the mythology of my Mayan and Aztec ancestors. Ahuizotl is this dog-like creature with a hand for a tail, similar to Apom, but he's more awesome since he's basically the god of misfortune, kinda like Loki, but a dog with hands for feet and a long tail he can use as an extra hand. I need this to at least be a side legendary because why not? He's very cool. And if My Little Pony beat Game Freak to the punch, then there's something wrong. While the other one, which is tied with Ahuizotl, it would be the Quetzalcoatl. And I'm not talking about the bird. I'm talking about the flying, feathered snake, who is pretty much a badass, and is considered by many people as a limbless feathered dragon when in fact he's a snake. I sincerely need this as a Pokemon. And no, Dunsparce is not a Quetzalcoatl. He's based off a fatty snake in Japan, which its name escapes me. I need a feathered flying snake to be a part of the Pokemon realm, and yes, after 7 generations, after we got confirmation that Generation 7 would be taking place in Hawaii instead of Mexico, because why in the hell would you tease Sun and Moon when we in Mexico have the freaking Moon and Sun pyramids? I mean, seriously, Jesus Christ, ever since we got the confirmation of Sun and Moon, I was thinking so hard that, hey, it could be in Mexico because hell, we have those 2 pyramids, we have those things, and I was so excited that, hey, Game Freak is gonna have a region based off my country. But nope, it went straight to Hawaii. I don't dislike Hawaii. I really like the Alola region as of now with everything that we have. But Game Freak, you really missed out a great opportunity. And having Lunala as a legendary, I mean, come on. We in Mexico, we have a bat god named Camazotz. Having the Moon Pyramid and having that Pokemon as a legendary, it would have been perfect. For this one, this is very basic. We have unicorns and horses, but no Pegasi. What is going on? This is too easy to explain. We need flying horses, and I'm not saying this because I'm a My Little Pony fan. We got flying banana trees, why can't we have a Pegasus? You'll easily cash in the brony fandom when it's hot. I'm kind of torn with this because I really like the creatures, but we only got like 1 creature who represents this. Shimon is quasi considered a hedgehog and Sandslash is considered an echidna, but we need other Pokemon based off these 2 creatures. It would be pretty cool to see. I mean, we got 2 different jellyfish Pokemon, so why not these 2? I need an Orchid Mantis. Please. That is all. The Lionfish is a personal favorite of mine since this fish is so cool. It's kind of odd it wasn't turned into a Pokemon at least in Generation 4 after its monstrous evolution craze. This fish could be perfect for the Alola region because, well, Hawaii is full of cool creatures. A Lionfish Pokemon would fit perfectly. And no, I don't want it half poison. We already got some Pokemon that are of that typing, and no half rock either. Use your imagination for this one, guys. Now this bird, the superb bird of paradise. I would kill to have it on my team because of its color scheme and how it transformed from one regular looking bird to... whatever it becomes. Seriously, this bird is the bomb, and it looks like that to both scare off other birds and to attract a mate. Can't you see yourselves with this bird fighting by your side and just with your opponent's Pokemon by scaring the living shit out of it? Because I can, and it's hilarious. I swear this is the last bird. Nature is both awesome and weird, but let's stick with pretty stuff, shall we? A peacock Pokemon would act similar to that one bird from Gen 5. You know the one that looks different depending on the gender. Similar to Esper's evolutionary line, it would be interesting to see the peacock branch be completely different with its stats as well as its appearance. The male could be better at special attacks and the female more physical ones, because why not? Aside from that, just look at it. Having a peacock Pokemon would be the envy of the other trainers, especially if it got the Vivillon treatment, which would be pretty awesome because why just slap that gimmick to just the butterfly? I don't know. I just want this bird to roam my garden and be pretty and not give a f. And that's basically it. Those are all of the Pokemon that I had on my list since a month ago. Seriously, after thinking it over, these are the Pokemon that I really would love to see in the Alola region, or maybe in a future region overall. I know most of these creatures aren't really from Hawaii, but I had this list in my head ever since Generation 7 was announced, so my brain is pretty dry. What are your hopes for possible Pokemon in this upcoming generation? Write down your comments in the comment section below, and I will see you all next time. Take care of yourselves.